Hey, what's going on, guys? Cypher here, back with some more Star Wars The Old Republic. Yeah! Sorry for the delay. Been busy, like usual. But this is the third and last of the war zones that will be at launch. This is the Voidstar. Gotta be honest with you, this is not my favorite of them. But I do think I know why I'm not liking this one. Basically, this is from what I've seen, this is the war zone that requires the most teamwork. And since I did not play with my guild at the beta event, I had to play with randoms. But I did win a few of these. Like I think this is the one that I had the fewest wins on, actually. I think my win-loss on this particular war zone was actually negative. But I think this is the most. This is the one that requires the most teamwork, just because the time limit you have, it's so small, and you really need to be fast and effective to do this. Now, the objective is quite simple. It's actually a two-legged objective. You start off either defending or attacking, and then you switch sides. And the objective as the defender, as I am in this one, is to defend the doors. It doesn't take it. When the enemy team goes up to the doors, they click the doors and then they place explosives. Then you have, I don't remember how long it actually is, but you have a certain amount of time to defuse the explosives, or the door will get exploded. And I think there's like 4 or 5 of these doors, and then they need to go to a data call room and secure the data. And when you're attacking, well, that's going to be your objective. Does sound quite simple, but there's a catch. There's actually quite a few catches, and that is the time limit is like you have like almost no time to do this. Plus, the two spawn points are like they're like right next to each other, so it is extremely difficult. It is fun though. The one good thing I can say about this map is that it's very small. It's very close quarters. So for me as a healer, I actually prefer this map for healing. I don't prefer it for playing it in general, but for healing it is extremely nice. And for that reason, because it is so small, it's very easy to find your targets for healing. So yeah, I'm overall happy about it, even though, like I said, it's not my favorite of the war zones. Now, in other news, I'm actually extremely happy about BioWare now. For the simple reason, a few months ago, when they were discussing the early access, they told us that the pre-orders would get early access, which is of course normal in MMOs. But they said that the early access would be up to 5 days ahead of the normal launch. Now, the normal launch is on December 20th, which is in 10 days. But they actually threw us quite a curveball a couple of days ago. Now, 3 days ago, I actually received an email from BioWare telling me that I could now preload the client, but I don't need to preload it because we can actually use the beta client, which is a first for me, to play the game. But the pre-launch, the early access will actually start on December 13th. So instead of 5 days early, we get 7 days early, which is oh my god, I'm just loving it. And I mean, that just goes to show how good of a company BioWare is. I mean, I am a BioWare fanboy, sorry, but I really am. And you know, giving us an extra free 2 days, I mean, that's amazing. I'm quite happy about that. Now you'll notice in this one that my setup is a little bit different than it has been in the previous games. The reason is, it was a beta. I thought, okay, why don't I just spend my Warzone accommodations on random shit. So I got the log boxes, which were quite nice actually. They contained various different items, everything from green items to epics, purple items, basically. But they also contained 2 extra little items which were consumables. One of them being a little buff for 20 seconds, I believe it was 20 or 30 seconds, that would increase healing output or damage output by 20%. The other one was a giant heal. I think the PvP healing potions, they don't give an X amount of healing like the ones you buy at the normal vendors. They give a percent amount of healing done. And you can see sometimes I just press one of my buttons. I think I have it on like 8 or 9 or something like that on my toolbar. But you'll see me get like a 5,000 heal or more instantly, and that's from the heal potion or heal stim or whatever you'll call it. Now, like I've also explained in the other videos, I'll just do this again. The reason I'm using a red lightsaber was because in this game I decided to go dark side because I love being a fucking idiot to everybody around me. You don't actually need to do that all the time in order to do light side or dark side. The way that you gain those points, it's clearly shown in quest texts. But you know, I'm actually quite happy, like I said, about this beta, because my intention when the game launched was that I was gonna go dark side. I was gonna be a dark side on the Republic side, which is weird, yes, I know, but that's just the way the game works. But after playing the beta, I decided that I will not be doing that. I will be a pansy-ass light side Jedi. For the simple reason that I don't. The only lightsaber crystal color I like is the blue ones, and you cannot use that if you're dark side. You can only use that if you're light side. There are some things on it that says like forbidden for dark 1 and above, or forbidden for light 1 and above. That's the reason I'm using the red lightsaber crystal, because I'm a dark side idiot. I think I was like level 1 or level 2 dark side by the time the beta ended. But like I said, I only like the blue crystals, so I will be going light side when the game releases. But I will again address a couple of the problems, a couple of the things that irritate me a little bit about the game. That is the lack of area healing. It would be very, very nice to have some more area healing in this game, apart from the one you can get at level 40 as the Jedi Consular. But as I've also said, I've not tried the smuggler or the trooper healing, so I don't know if they get earlier area healings. But yeah, what can you do? I mean, it's still a fun game. One thing I will also say is that there are things about this game that do seem very familiar, and there's a very good reason for it. Now, part of my MMO history is playing Warhammer Online. That's a game released also by Electronic Arts and developed by Mythic Entertainment a couple of years back. Now, a brief history lesson. Warhammer Online was supposed to be like the big MMO, PvP MMO a couple of years back, and it did start off on a very high note, but they fucked up after the game was released. I mean, I loved the game when it was released. I did think there was a little bit of bullshit with some of the DPS classes being a little bit too powerful. But apparently, Mythic thought the opposite, which was that the healers were overpowered. So what they did was, like I think it was a couple of months after the release of the game, they decided to nerf healing and make the DPS classes even more powerful, which was utter and complete bullshit. Now, a couple of during the development of Warhammer Online, Electronic Arts, it was delayed for over a year because of internal problems with the publisher and all that shit. So Electronic Arts did they did the thing. They went in and took over Mythic and told them, get your shit together and do this the right way. Now, during the development of Star Wars The Old Republic, this game, Electronic Arts did actually a very, very smart thing. They told Electronic Arts and Mythic, BioWare, basically, they basically bought BioWare from the current owners, and they actually merged Mythic and BioWare into one big office in Austin, in Texas, which is like the MMO hub for all big developers. Ah, yummy coffee. Sorry about that. And what they did is one of the things that I loved the most about, or one of the decisions, and that was the PvP developer for Warhammer Online. He got put on the SWTOR project to help develop the PvP in the game, and also they made it so that BioWare would actually help on the future development and running of Warhammer Online. And that's extremely good for them, because this is the first MMO that BioWare is making. And you know, if there's one thing that they lack in that sense, that is experience. And you know, getting merged together with Mythic like that, they got some well-needed experience. And that's one thing that that shines through in the PvP in this game, and that is it has the style of PvP is very similar to what it is in Warhammer Online. Some people might think that's a bad thing. I think it's an extremely good thing. For the reason being, Warhammer Online was focused around PvP only. I mean, yeah, it did have PvE instances and shit like that, but they were they were utter bullshit. I mean, they were so bad. It was all about the PvP in that game. And this game is like a mix of it. They still have the good sense of the PvP from Warhammer, and they have a good sense of PvE. I think BioWare is actually pretty good at making that, in my own opinion. But you know, I just hope that the good old Mythic devs won't make the same mistakes in this game that they did in Warhammer Online. Like I said, Warhammer Online actually it was very hyped up, and it actually got a very nice receiving. I think at the end of the first month or two, they had over 1 million subscribers, which is extremely good when you look at the competitor that everybody is being compared to, which is World of Warcraft. But what they did with one of the first big updates basically messed up the game, and they were extremely cocky. I mean, they were way too cocky. Their senior developer, he was out saying that, yeah, we have so many servers, we need more servers, we're doing so good. We won't close any servers anytime soon because that will be a sign that things are going badly. And what do you know, 6 months later they closed so many servers. I think they started off with like above 50 servers in Europe, and they cut it down to like below 10 because they lost so many subscribers because of how they messed up the game. You know, you live and you learn. I just hope they don't make the same mistakes in this game as they did in Warhammer Online, because without a doubt, this is definitely one of the contenders. I know a lot of people like to call it a WoW killer because that is the comparison. That is what they want to throw off the balcony, off their high horse. And you know, it does have the potential for it, but I mean, in the future there's going to be more MMOs that will be able to take that cake. One of them that I will also be playing once it comes out will be the Warhammer 40k MMO, which is in development at the moment. I don't know how far it is in development though, but you know, we'll see in time. I mean, World of Warcraft is getting old. It's like a 70-year-old engine it's running on. It can't go on forever. It doesn't really matter how many things they keep updating on the game. No game will last forever. So eventually World of Warcraft will kill itself, like we've seen other gaming franchises kill them, starting to commit suicide. I mean, Call of Duty is one of them. I mean, they've really declined in quality these past few years. But you know, BioWare is a good developer. They always make excellent games. So hopefully they will raise the bar for MMOs with this one. Alright, but this is almost at the end now, guys. Don't forget to leave a comment if you have anything to say about the video or my commentary or just anything in general. And please remember to subscribe for more Star Wars The Republic. I will definitely be posting a lot after the early access has been launched. I do have a nice big 2 terabyte hard drive now, so I can record many hours for you guys to enjoy. But I will see you guys next time. Oh, and thanks for watching.
Alert. Unauthorized armaments detected.
Almost there. Access the terminal to download the ship's data core.
Security Identity code recognized. Data core transfer initialized. Downloading. Please stand by.
You are all heroes today.